This logo is the iris, Tennessee's state flower. And this hotel is where I'll be staying for the next couple of days. Hey everyone, it's Cashew. Today's adventure brings us to Knoxville, Tennessee, to the Tennessean Personal Luxury Hotel. I'm staying here for a couple of days, and I'm going to use this as my home base. I'm going to go down to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and I'm going to go visit Chris about T-shirts and Mindy. So this would be the ideal place to stay. Or will it? I'll do a review of the room right now, so let's get going. Our adventure starts here. Okay, this is the hallway, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. And this is the light fixture that's in the hallway. And as you can see down the hall, there's artwork hanging. And in front of my room, there's some artwork hanging. And this is my room. And I like the look of the door. It reminds me of like some of the shows from the 60s, like the Beverly Hillbillies Mansion, or maybe Family Affair or something like that. So let's go in and I'll show you the room. Okay, as you walk in, you see a very large mirror. You can see part of the room. And there's a sculpture on a high, thin table. You could put your key on here, or some of your luggage. And then over here, if you see, that's the door to the bathroom. And I'll show you that a little bit later. Here's the tile floor. You walk in, you got some wild looking carpeting. And I'll just give you a quick overview of the room, and then we'll take a closer look. My room has 2 queen beds in it. I won't need both of them, but that's good to know. And then you see some very large artwork behind each bed. And over here is more artwork. Now I wanted to show you the lamp. This is pretty nice. It's metal, and it looks like water that has rippled out after it's had a pebble dropped in it. That looks nice. And this is the nightstand. And on top, they have the alarm clock and the phone. Very nice slim phone. I've not seen that in any of the other rooms I've stayed in the past. I called the front desk and they told me that these pictures are actually maps of the area. I like the fact that there's a bench at the foot of each bed. It allows me to spread out a little bit. One of the features I like about this room is that it has reading lamps on the headboards, and they fold in. And if you're not using it, you can fold them in this way so you don't bump your head on them. Or you can just fold them out, turn them on, and read until you fall asleep. And that is one complaint I do have about a lot of hotel rooms I've stayed in, is that they never really have enough light where you can read. And I like this setup. I've seen this a few times at rooms I've stayed in the past, where you have the armoire next to the television, and you have more drawers for your clothes, and then there's a desk next to that, and I'll show you more detail in just a second. And inside the armoire is a safe, and next to that is an iron with 2 robes and 2 pairs of slippers if you want to use them. And below is the ironing board, and it also has several hangers as well as a couple of padded coat hangers in case you have formal wear or something that you're needing to hang. And then there's the refrigerator. This is a nice TV. It's a Samsung, and it's a smart TV, so I can get YouTube on here. If you're a coffee and tea drinker like me, you might be happy to see that they have a Keurig coffee maker with the little K-cups, but I am a little bit disappointed on a couple of levels. One, on their website it showed that there was an espresso machine, and I don't have that. And the coffee they have is not a really great brand. It's kind of like the hotel brand that you see sometimes. It's a Vienna brand coffee. As I guess I'm kind of spoiled from going to the Margaritaville resort because they had, I think, Pete's Coffee. They had a good brand of coffee, and they also had Green Mountain Coffee and Twinings Tea in K-Cups. And next to the coffee maker is a book if you want to look through it. And then the usual, you find this in hotels, you'll have glasses with an ice bucket and water you can buy. And these are actually very nice glasses. And the water is Evian water, but these are $7 a piece. However, you do get 2 complimentary bottles in the refrigerator. Have you ever noticed that Evian spelled backwards is naive? Next to the TV is a desk that you can sit at, and the chair is actually pretty comfortable. And you have your traditional phone. You know, you had the slim phone I showed you earlier, and then you have this more traditional looking phone next to a station where you can charge your batteries like I'm doing, as well as some USB ports. And then on the lamp, there's also an electrical outlet as well as a USB charging port. Another plus for my room is that it has very nice furniture and it's not beaten up. And you see this table here, it's a glass top, and it has metal twigs for supports. That looks really nice. And in the corner of the room is a chair that's also comfortable with an ottoman and another reading light. And I just noticed a theme here. I showed you the lamp where it looked like there were ripples from a pebble dropped into water. The carpet looks like that as well. Also, I forgot to mention, this hotel is pet friendly, and some of you might not be too happy if you found this in your room. I kind of think it's a little funny, even though it is an indictment on how well they clean the room. But in the floor over in the corner, I found pet food. And last but not least, let me show you the bathroom. Directly in front of me is a really nice wall hanging of birds sitting on branches with berries. Next to the wall hanging are lamps, and the bathroom has excellent lighting in here, large mirror as you can see. Plenty of counter space. And over here is a makeup mirror. And it has a washcloth for your face. And then over here is the bathroom. And it's got separate room. And oh dear God, what are you doing, Chris?
Sorry, he said make myself at home.
Oh my gosh, and what are you reading?
I got a Wall Street Journal here.
Oh, business
I'm
and
reading
finance.
about the market. Apparently the S&P is down, the NASDAQ is down, the Dow Jones is down.
Oh, and apparently you're down too.
And Chris is down.
Wow. Well, I'll do this review after you're finished, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, nice legs.
Nice.
We'll check back later. Even though I just checked in, I've been very pleased with the customer service. One great thing I appreciate is that check-in is at 3 o'clock, and I got here about 11:30, and I called to see if I could get an early check-in. They had a room available, and they let me come on in. One thing to keep in mind is that due to construction, right now the hotel only offers valet parking. One thing that might bother you, it doesn't bother me because I don't really look out the window that much unless there's inclement weather, but my windows are actually frosted for the most part, and I'm on the 3rd floor, so I guess this is part of a decoration outside, but let me show you. This is all frosted up to right about here, and then on the other window, you can see the windows are pretty well frosted, but I can see a little bit, and the view's not really noteworthy anyway, so that's okay. A couple of reasons why my view might not be so great is, one, I'm on the 3rd floor, and secondly, they did let me check in at 11:30 rather than the usual 3 o'clock. And really, I don't care about the view because I plan on going down to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and I'm going to be seeing the mountains, so that's much more important. And for those of you who are concerned about traveling during COVID, let me assure you the Tennessean is going to great lengths to keep you safe and healthy. Right here is a paper where they explained everything that they're doing to keep things clean. Well, that's my room, and before I give you my review of it, I just want to point out that all expenses came right out of my pocket. The hotel did not pay me to do this. No one else has paid me to do this. This is just completely unbiased, and I would give this room a grade of an A, actually. I was very happy with it. The view isn't that great, but like I said before, unless the weather's bad, I don't look out the window. Yeah, there was pet food in the floor, but that didn't bother me really. Has a great TV. I can watch YouTube on it tonight. Lots of places to read. And I was told that the hotel also has a restaurant that's really good. So I'm going to check that out. And if anything changes, I'll add that to the end of this video. But so far, I really like this room. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. And in the description box down below, I'll have links to my PayPal, my Patreon, and I'll also have a link to my Teespring in case you want to get some Cashew Paul merchandise. And in addition, I'll go ahead and put a link to this hotel as well in case you want to stay here yourself. So until next time, everyone, this is Cashew signing off. Okay, let's see. I think Chris is out of the bathroom. Let me show you the toilet. So in here, just a standard toilet paper, and a light. And what's that noise? Chris, what are you doing now?
I'm showering.
Oh, I swear, just make yourself at home.
I need a shower.
All right, I'll leave you be.